while we're out here to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119 verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy love is the truth. Preach the truth.
Crazy.
Remember last week we was talking about sisters paying attention and being observant, things of that nature. But read that real quick.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Angry
this
and
right here.
disgusted.
Oh yeah.
This right here. Oh man.
Philly.
Hey, stuff like that.
Filthy-delphia.
Stuff like that get me. Oh,
Right.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's posted in there a couple of times.
I don't
We
know.
posted it last week.
Stuff like that get my blood like. Oh.
Go ahead.
Angry and disgusted, train riders held up phones, didn't call 911 as woman was raped on Philadelphia train, police say.
And by the way, this is happening broad daylight.
Broad
Right.
daylight.
People-
Broad daylight.
Daylight.
Yeah.
Nobody do nothing. There were men in there. Listen, woman in there, nobody do nothing. This is some sick. Let me tell you, we are some sick individuals, man.
Right. That's why I say it's
We are
in
some
the
sick
comment
people.
section, D. It's good on. It sounds good on the internet when they read it, but in real life, when it's really time to do something,
Right.
the majority of our people they ain't finna do nothing,
Like,
bro.
they
These
scared.
jokers some
They
scared slaves, man.
Right,
I'm talking
right.
about, bro. Hey, that training work, boy. That seasoning,
Yeah, they
that
got 'em.
seasoning, and that Willie Lynch, but that thing work, bro. I'm
Right.
talking about like a charm.
Right.
A man was charged with raping a woman on a train outside of Philadelphia as fellow passengers held up phones and did nothing to
Whoa,
intervene.
World Star.
Police said.
Crazy.
The man, Fiston 35, harassed the woman, groped her, and eventually raped her as fellow passengers watched the assault through more than 24 train stops last week. That's 24. Bro, that's a long time, bro. That's a long raping.
So people got off and got on.
Like new people, like, damn, what's going on here?
New people.
Dang, that's crazy, man. That's sad. Real sad.
Police believe no one called authorities, though they are investigating whether any of the witnesses may have recorded the incident.
Listen. Seriously, every single person that was in that cart,
They should be charged.
everybody should be locked up.
Yep.
And that's why they're going to erase the footage.
That's evil, man.
Everybody. If you record this or nothing, you should be locked up.
Accomplice.
Everybody in that cart should be, man or woman, even if it was a children, should be locked up.
They could have threw a teddy bear or something.
Right.
If there was kids in there, lock them up too.
Right.
For not doing anything.
Yeah,
telling you,
the
this
whole
is some-
train should have been
this is some
charged.
horrible stuff, man.
The whole train should have been charged.
Yeah, that's
This is some horrible stuff,
Yo,
man.
a nigga like this deserves to be castrated, then that his throat
Oh, well,
slit.
he already
You
crazy.
trying to tell me you got men in
Done,
there,
bro.
2 or 3 of them
Ain't nobody done
cannot
nothing.
cannot pound on this nigga?
No.
Bro, all them men on that train, it wouldn't
Come on,
even,
man.
it wouldn't even took all that. If you would have ran up to him, you probably would have been like, hey, but you know, he got his thing out on the train. You probably gonna be like, whoa.
Man, kick him in the nuts, man.
Right.
Right.
Damn, that's some horrible stuff right there.
Yeah, I mean, that deserves a swift kick to the groin. He just-
So my thing was, the scripture says she's supposed to scream.
Yeah.
right.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
like, did she scream?
Did she? We don't know. We only can report on what's reported.
Right.
But did she scream? Because if you telling me she's on a train being raped, most likely she
screamed.
She
She's
did.
like,
So you telling me y'all all sat there, heard her screams,
And watched it.
watched her being raped?
Evidently, it was the news that got broken on it.
they
So,
was sitting
yeah,
there
yeah.
with
Who reported?
erections. There's powerful niggardry at work here.
Go ahead, read.
Officials said they do not expect charges against the bystanders on the train. Transit officers for the Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority stopped. How you say that?
Goy.
Goy.
Just go.
Goy at a train stop, finding him in the middle of his assault.
So when the transit police got there, he was in the middle of raping her.
There you go.
Wow.
SEPTA Police Chief Thomas Nessel said at the press conference Monday.
That's a hell of a demon right there.
Wow.
That's a hell of a demon.
Hey, matter of fact, Genesis
Good
19. Genesis chapter 19. And you know, the scripture says this is spiritual Sodom and Egypt, right?
Yeah.
So the point is, this place has to resemble Sodom.
Right.
That's what God says. Hey, real quick, go to for time's sake, just go to verse 4.
Hey, you know that, Cap, I don't know if you remember, we talked about this years ago, how it's going to be so bad here. You see how people getting raped, broad daylight.
right.
You don't see nothing
You
yet.
ain't see nothing.
And by the way, it's going to be men going to get raped too.
Yes.
I'm telling you. Yeah, that's how bad it's going to be.
That's scary.
Remember a few years ago we did the article on a dude that broke in and raped somebody's dog?
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all remember that?
Oh yeah, a pit bull in the backyard with a cage.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, I remember that.
Right, I remember
That's
that.
crazy.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah, the
that.
guy in
I remember that.
Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Hey,
young dude.
do you know in DC they have a whole gay gang that goes around and whoop straight nigga asses
No.
in DC? Yeah,
Ain't no way, boy.
Get out the kitchen.
Well,
Ain't no way, boy.
So I could see that rape thing coming.
It's
right along with it.
Bro, it's coming.
Just rape you in the street. Shut up, nigga.
Yeah.
The book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 4. But before they lay down,
So this is when they wanted to know the angels that came into the city of Sodom, right? Go ahead.
the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both of old and young, all the people from every quarter.
So now, hold on. So we know who was pressing to the door were the men who surrounded the house. But who stood by and watched? The bottom of the verse says all the people from every quarter.
Yep.
Wow.
Same thing.
Damn.
That's the people in the
Ain't nothing
train.
new, yeah,
Them
ain't
same
nothing new.
spirit
People on the
back
train.
on earth.
Same spirit.
They came to watch the angels get raped.
They gonna get them. Them niggas
Wow.
was
You gonna get that booty?
I'm trying to tell you, this place got to
It's gotta
get
go.
it's gonna get worse. It's
We ain't
gonna
seen
get
nothing
worse. We ain't seen nothing yet. We ain't seen nothing yet because the police just said the people that would the bystanders that probably recorded it, heard her screams, they probably won't get charged.
No.
It's the same thing we're reading about right here. Finish reading that.
Verse 5.
Nah, the article. Article.
When the doors opened, an officer entered and saw what he believed was a criminal act occurring, Nessel said.
So he's the only one that were able to perceive that it was a criminal act. Everybody else on the train was like, "Oh, nah, they doing something for World Star. They doing the most right now."
Right.
Wow.
Oh, they lit. They
lit.
That's
lit.
the
Right,
mindset.
He ripped the man off her and pulled him onto the platform. Nessel said both Goy and the victim got on the train October 13th at the same stop, the Frankfurt Transportation Center in Northeast Philadelphia. Police say they weren't able to stop the assault until the train reached the 69th Street terminal in West Philadelphia on the Market Frankfurt line, which was about 27 stops later.
That's how bad. Just like in Sodom. Remember, the angels smote them with blindness,
Yeah.
and they were
They
still
still
looking
coming
past
to
the
the
door.
door. They're like this.
It took them
need
all
booty.
those stops
I need
to
booty.
pull that man off of that woman, man.
Damn.
Damn, I tell you,
Niggas in the dark looking for booty.
you gonna see men out
I
shopping,
can smell it.
men out shopping for chastity belts.
When a demon get on you, you just get a
booty.
Yeah, you gotta cover that thing up with some metal.
When a demon get on you, you get a certain strength.
Man,
You can't just
Yeah.
you can't stop.
That demon strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like crack strength.
Demon strength.
need the booty.
Tardy strength.
I wonder, bro.
I
She
need
was
booty.
screaming.
Scary.
Think about it.
That's a good point.
You're in a train, somebody's screaming, a woman is screaming, and you see this dude, you ain't do nothing.
You
That's
like-
some sad shit.
She must have wanted
You gotta feel like a real sucker.
Yeah, you
Good lord.
But you gotta remember how it's normalized. It's normalized. They probably don't feel any way until the police brought it to their attention. They couldn't have felt any way. Otherwise, they would have said so. Because it says that 911 was not called. So if they felt a certain way, they would have at least called the police.
Right.
Right.
They didn't even do that.
Bro, they be like, damn, nah, that's like it's like a desensitization, how you say it?
Desensitized?
Yeah, that word from all of the other violence that we see so often. And now the common thing to do, I mean, whether it's fights in the street, whatever, it's
Film it.
Film it.
like
World Star. Damn.
'Cause you want a little check from YouTube.
Bro, just to say you was there, because look, remember like the one time we was watching and everybody outside recording, and they walked up and shot the girl sitting in the in the doorway.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
you know
that was in Houston.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? Everybody out there is that same kind of mentality that we want to see something happen. And when it start happening, that's all we want to do. We just want to see something. Ain't nobody calling the police until it's you that's getting shot up or you that's getting raped. Now you want to call the police. I mean, so.
Hey. Do we have a phone call? Yeah. Do we have a phone call?
They said we're not on
Somebody quote that scripture. Let's get it. The love of many shall wax cold.
Matthew 24.
Yep. This is what Christ is talking about, Matthew 24. Hey, if this is not the last days, I don't know when when the last day is gonna come. I think it's Matthew
12.
24
and
12.
12.
Got it?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yep. Matthew chapter 24 and you want to start at 11?
Verse 12.
No, 12.
Okay, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Iniquity is sin. The love of many shall wax cold. That's what you see in that train.
Yep.
No love. I just say no love for thy neighbors.
Right. No compassion.
No compassion for thy neighbors.
Pure brutality, bro.
Yep.
That's somebody's mama.
Right.
Yep.
That's somebody's
Somebody's
daughter.
daughter.
That's somebody's
Sister,
daughter.
auntie,
Granddaughter.
something.
Somebody's aunt.
They got a meme out now. They say it's the same kind of thing. It's like Jake talking. It's like, are we talking? Is it about money? Nope. Is it a way that I can get money? Nope. Is it about me getting some money? They're like, well, then I don't want to talk to you. Like, and that's the mentality that everybody.
That's true.
You know, is that like, bro? If it ain't talking about me getting some money,
I don't want to hear it.
then
Kick rocks.
Ain't no words, my boy.
Make sure that the disclaimer is up. I want to see the response of Esau real quick. That's him there. That's him there.
So was he groping or was he like insert like
He did. He both. It says he started out groping.
Started out.
Is assaulted, but this time a good Samaritan steps in to help. Tonight we're learning more about the suspect in custody. It's a story you saw first on Fox 29. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jason Martinez. Now, this is the second sex assault in the SEPTA system in a week, and people want answers. Our Jeff Cole live in media with the latest. Jeff.
Yeah, it looks like the district attorney wants some answers as well. He seems to want to clear up what he thinks are some misconceptions here. But I think the bottom line here is to ask this question. What is SEPTA's obligation to tell the public about someone it may know has an assaultive behavior and may be assaulting people on the trains when SEPTA is in fact seeking a warrant and trying to get this person arrested? Edward Allen is led from the Upper Darby Police Department in Shackles, investigators say. The 37-year-old sexually assaulted a woman in Upper Darby's 69th Street train station who'd missed her stop and had simply asked him how to get back on the train.
So this isn't the same dude, but there's multiple occasions that's been taking place of rapes. Back to back out there in Pennsylvania.
And
nobody knows nothing.
And you know what's funny? Pennsylvania is an open carry state.
Right.
Really?
Yeah. So you can stop it on that. Stop it on that. But just showing they got a string of stuff going on up there.
Man, men's conference, I was about to take the train from the airport, man. I'm tripping.
You almost got raped. You almost got raped.
Tripping.
They gonna get you, bro.
They gonna get you.
What you guys was doing? He was gonna get raped?
I mean, I'm handsome, D. It's a possibility.
What you say? Hide your wife, hide your kids.
They raping everybody.
He's got that good hair.
You know, I'm handsome. You know what I'm saying? They be like, hey, brother, how I get the...
Some nigga try to run his fingers through your hair, bro.
Boy, ain't no way.
Hey, if he grabbed the small of your back, it's over.
Ain't no way.
Put his hand in the small of your back.
I'd be like, yeah, I'm trying to get to the Marriott. He'd be like, right this way. He'd be like, hey.
You got a stiff arm on.
Nah, nigga, no.
6 feet.
6 feet, nigga.
Yeah, I think that was it. On you have that other article?
I ain't mean to make fun of nobody rape, but my own.
That's crazy, man.
Damn.
Oh man, yeah, but it's literally gonna get to that point.
Man.
It's literally gonna get to that point.
It's only gonna get worse. Hey, that's bringing us back to what we was talking about last week. About your sisters.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep repeating that because some of you are simple.
Yeah, very.
Be mindful around you, who's around you, surrounded. Be mindful.
Yeah.
Especially when you get out of the damn car in the parking lot to go to work or to go inside your house.
Walk with your head
Be
down.
mindful. There's a lot of niggas out there. There's a lot. Listen, a lot of you. I know. I hate to say this. It's not what people you look for.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Your own
niggas.
people. Right. They're going to sell you to the white man.
Niggas.
Hey,
I'm telling you, your sisters be mindful.
When I go to the grocery
It's hard.
store,
It's gonna be harder for them to run into a brother because the brother might
put
pop
up a
'em.
fight. Yeah.
Brother might pop 'em. But your sisters,
Hey,
when I go to the grocery store, I don't even park by vans or cars bigger than my car because you never know who's in that car.
Yeah, those are little things you gotta pay attention
And
to.
stay off the
Attention
phone when
things.
you walk in. Pay
Right.
attention.
some of your sisters clueless.
Yes.
hey, but that goes into also you men by being that hedge of protection to your wives. It's not so much about her sewing and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Still get your wives into some type of training, martial arts or something. Pressure points.
Self-defense.
You got to be able to train. Yeah, self-defense.
At least teach her to put the keys
Teach her-
between her knuckles
yeah,
yourself. Like,
something.
put the keys in your knuckle and punch them in the dingle.
Right.
And that go
Right,
back.
right,
Like I
right.
tell my wife, like all my kids, you know, it's hard enough to be able to watch kids and then watch your
Right.
surroundings.
Yeah.
You got to really set yourself up. Hey, run them scenarios. I have her run scenarios at home.
That's
And
smart.
then another thing is when I was driving Uber and Lyft, I mean, you'd be surprised where stuff is really, really happening. So you shouldn't be surprised. And it's crazy because in Conyers, Walmart, 8 o'clock at night, lady gets snatched, people watching. Just so happened.
really?
Yeah. And but a few months later, I didn't even mention it like to the prophets or anything. Y'all out there passing out flyers.
Oh yeah.
At the same
You know what I'm
Walmart.
saying? At the same Walmart. That I saw somebody posted it on Facebook.
That mayor, the sister
Yeah.
running for mayor, right? I
Yeah,
remember
and
that,
you guys were out there passing out flyers from our particular camp.
BBC
But yeah.
ain't mentioned that.
Right.
No, they didn't.
Another thing, brothers, your guys' wife and kids, sisters, listen. Run to the store at night getting some eggs and
Bring
milk.
it out, D.
This shit is not that important.
Bring it out. D.
Listen, I'm telling you, some of you have no common sense. Running to the store for eggs and milk in the middle of the night. This shit is not that important. Whatever you can run in the middle of the night get, it'd be better if you wait in the morning.
Yep. We have to make a
Telling you,
decision.
and your brothers, try not to. If something like that have to happen,
You go get it.
Yeah,
Go with
you
it.
go get it.
Or go with them.
You brothers, you go get it. You go get it. Instead of let the sister, you in bed, the sister, how the hell you in bed? You let your wife go in our house 2-3 in the morning for some making cookies.
Who let their wife go outside 2 o'clock in the morning?
I'm just-
nigga, you tripping.
Brother, we got no nonsense people around us.
Damn.
But 2 in the morning?
Listen, you think everybody got common sense?
Now everybody ain't got common sense.
Everybody have no common,
Common
sense.
sense ain't
In
common.
Israel,
In Israel?
Well, I be having to check, but
listen,
sometimes
there's
too, my
a
wife
lot
like
of
the kids.
people around us
Street
with no
lights on.
common sense, man. I'm telling you.
Stop being a damn fool.
You'll be
Hey,
surprised.
dude, you had to treat her like the kids. The street lights on, ass in the
Yeah.
house.
Hey, okay,
Yeah,
now
right.
I got something else I gotta tell you.
Yes, sir.
Your sisters, brothers too, when you driving, let's say you traveling. If you traveling, let's say you're traveling from Florida to here, wherever you're traveling, long distance. Do not stop at mom and pops to put gas in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Stop at a truck stop. You got Loves. You got TA. You got what else?
Pilot.
You got Pilot.
Pilot.
What else you got?
Flying J.
Flying J.
yeah. TA,
The
pilot,
reason
Quick
is,
trip, hell.
Quick trip.
the reason is this. Truck stop, people go in and out 24 hours a day, 7
They
days
have
a week.
pretty good surveillance.
Yes, people never stop going out. And even if people not going out, truckers never stop going out. Truckers is in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. It's harder for somebody to grab you. It's harder for somebody to do something to you out there. Yeah. Especially in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. I'm not just talking about truck drivers. Now I'm going to make myself clear. If you're traveling, you happen to drive in the middle of the night, do not stop in these mom and pops.
Yeah, I ain't
This is what happened. Some of these mom and pops, their gas station is even open.
Right.
And some of you, this is what some of you so stupid you do. You wait until you ready to run out of gas.
Yeah.
Right.
Why would you do that?
You know you're going far.
Why would you do that? You're in the middle of nowhere. And then another thing, if you know you're going to stop somewhere, isn't it better to book a hotel room? Yep. Some of you in the middle of the freaking night looking for a hotel room.
Or sleeping on the side of the damn road.
I'm telling you, some of you make no sense. Some of you have no common sense at all.
Even right now, like I do my best not to go past half tank.
Right. Yeah.
Once it get close to half.
Not because gas almost $4 and nothing, but
right.
Shoot. I try because you never know when, like, for instance, a couple months ago, didn't they say there was no gas in Georgia?
Gas.
Yeah.
Now you stand on these long lines because your joint, your damn gas light on.
Yep.
Sisters will drive around with E for like 3 days straight.
Trying to save a buck.
Yeah, on E.
Like, oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah,
and then put $4 in the gas tank.
Because many of us still have that Christian mentality. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Jesus
saves. What if the Most High ain't giving you tomorrow?
Jesus gonna get me there.
The tribulation can start tomorrow. So why are we not thinking? Listen, you know what?
Wow,
I'm on my way home now. Let me do it now, because I tell you what. Every time I've said, as far as gas goes, every time I've said, you know, I'll do it in the morning.
Oh, they say that's the worst.
Something that comes up, make me running late. I'm rushed. It's always something. So now I'm like, you know what? Let me just do it. As soon as I pop into my head or I see it at a certain level, I'm gonna do it now.
You know what that is, Cap? Consider the ant, thou sluggard. Go ahead. Now he's throwing up for the winner. He making sure he got everything he need because he know that
it's coming.
It's coming. You looking at the gas like you know how much gas it take you to get from that job to the house, and you gonna push it.
No, just be real. I'm gonna let my Lord take care of it.
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
Jesus gonna get me there.
Some
Because they don't want to spend their money.
You know, some sisters do not put gas in the car if their husband don't put gas in the car.
Oh,
No, I put gas in my own.
Bring it up.
Because they don't want to spend their money cheap.
Sisters just open the door, get in the car, and
Right.
Bring it up. They don't check no oil. They don't do nothing.
Yo, you
And
bring it
then
out, D.
when they come out of gas, they call the husband. The car is out of gas.
The car just stopped.
The car just stopped.
Yeah, the car just stopped.
The car was fine.
Hey, you get out there checking the battery terminals, and damn, it must be the alternator. Cars just don't stop. You look, you gotta take the car. This bitch on E. You ain't had no gas.
Here's the cold part of it. Sisters don't understand. You keep riding, like what you said, Captain Shemai. Your half tank should be your E in your mind.
Yeah.
When you run that car on E so much, there's a lot of trash and sediment at the bottom of that tank that kills your injector. So that little $20 you try to save, even though, you know, the $20 you try to save is going to cost you at least a G.
Yeah.
You got to replace all that stuff.
It's cheaper to fill up from half than from E.
Yes, it is.
How about that? Think about that.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to fill up from half than from E. So when y'all last hit that 17, 20 gallons at $4, boy.
Yeah, ain't nobody thinking about the gallon mark, bro.
Because check it. The other day, what was that? Friday, we driving. Y'all made it home. Y'all made it through the accident.
Sure.
I got caught in the accident. Man. Guess what? Sitting in traffic for over an hour. Dead stop. And guess what? If my tank was on E,
oh man,
you'd have been done for.
Matter of fact, when it finally opened up, you know, the ambulance, the wreckers, and everything left. We started driving. There was a Charger sitting on the highway in front of an 18-wheeler. He couldn't move. He couldn't move.
You're done.
It had to be gas because we were all sitting in traffic and he couldn't move. He was trying to go over to the shoulder and just stop right there.
Hey, but he had an order too. He's done for an 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
Stupid, bro.
No, because he was behind that car, like, you know, for traffic to start going. Yeah. So the car was trying to move over, but it couldn't. It just shut down right there.
Oh, okay.
They probably had to get out and push it.
Yeah, so he couldn't, but I was already gone, bro. I opened up.
He was like, oh.
Hey, Cap. I know we want to move on, but bro, you know how, and this go for y'all brothers in California and sisters. Gas is $8 a gallon right now in Cali. So you keep playing
$8.
You keep playing games.
Are you
I'm
serious?
$4 don't sound too bad. No.
I take that 335.
Hey, I'm sorry. That Tesla looking kind of nice.
Hey, boy, I take a bicycle right about now, boy. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get there.
$8 a gallon.
That's crazy.
$8
That's a
a
lot.
gallon.
$8.
Where you going on $8
Those of you
a
got
gallon?
those big ass SUVs.
Oh, you can hang it up.
You can hang it up.
Sorry for you.
Well, you know, they outlawing all them kind of, they like outlawing gas lawnmowers and everything,
Yeah,
out
everything
there in
out there is
California.
bad.
Yeah,
It's
like you
bad
can't
right
have
now.
none.
But guess
like,
what? People,
you gonna mow your
it's only going to get worse.
That's-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, one more thing. You know, we here in IUIC, patient sent. You know, we give advice. We give advice.
Stuff that's pertinent to our
We give
community.
advice. You know, we nice like
Directly
that.
and indirectly.
Talk that talk.
I forgot about that. He brought it up the other day, man.
What?
I used to say that at the beginning of the show.
That was a staple.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good stuff.
Need to bring it back.
I'm going off. I'm going
One
off.
more thing we're going to cover is that continue stock up on food.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Continue stock up on food. Buy those 5-gallon bucket. Cap, you were saying there's a certain way to store the food in
Yes.
the bucket for it not to go bad.
Yes.
Tell the people. Explain to us, bro.
So you want to get the food grade 5-gallon buckets, right? And as you store, whether it be rice, beans, things of that nature, you want to have bay leaves in there to keep the bugs out, because oftentimes the bugs are already in the rice grains or in the beans. They're already in there. The larva has to build, and then the bugs come. But bay leaves actually keep it at bay.
Yeah.
The larva won't grow.
Whoa.
And then of course they'll die once you cook the rice, right?
So
And
I
then-
ate a maggot.
And then,
I ate a.
Oh yeah, you got maggots all in your belly.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you want to put first you want to have the 5-gallon. Then you want some kind of sealant bag inside of that, whether it be a large Ziploc, whether it be a plastic, whether it be one of the freezer type bags. And you can do the freezer lock, the freezer seal, or self-sealing. But in that container too, you want the Seneca packs to absorb any moisture in there.
You know them little gel things be in your shoebox?
In your shoe boxes, you know, when you tell you buy a package, a little
It
white
say
package.
it say don't eat.
You can get those.
It says don't eat, right? So those don't eat things we all saw as kids in mama's shoe boxes and stuff.
Yeah.
That's actually to prevent moisture, because moisture destroys material.
Okay.
And when, because once you seal the bucket, air is still in there, and in air is moisture.
He a scientist.
So now
H2O.
you just locked moisture into that container directly. So if y'all remember the opening of Tabernacles, Bishop went over that. The consumption, we would store up food.
Oh, the mildew and all
the
that.
mildew
Amos, yeah.
would smote our food. Like
Amos
God would
4.
smite our food. So what you don't want to do is you have the mind of Joseph to store up for that time of famine, and then in our simplicity, Most High allow the food to be smoked with mildew, or if we're in sin.
Right.
So we just got to make sure first we get right with the Lord, and then those are little tips you can use to store up your food.
And also,
Right then.
What about canning food? Like canning it.
Oh
Yes.
Canning.
Yeah, if you canning your food is very good, but storage is very important as well. You have to make sure what you're canning is sustainable in certain temperatures.
Yeah.
Because you'll can the food, but some has to be at a higher temperature than others. So you have to be careful of what you can, because what'll happen is the temperature's not right, the canning can ferment. And sometimes you see the can bulge. You eat that, you're gonna go to the hospital.
Man, when I was little, my grandmama had a jar of peaches that sat on top of her refrigerator. Bruh, we could never eat them peaches. The jar had dust on it, and that's when I remember that. Now my grandparents was hoarders, and I lived in a hoarding situation. But
something like peaches, it actually ferments, which means it'll get you intoxicated.
Alcohol
over time.
peaches.
Yeah.
He drinking that moonshine.
Hey, them peaches was up there. I think from the time I was little until my granddaddy died in like 2001. Them peaches was still on top.
He never got the peaches. Granddaddy never got the peaches.
It just was up there.
them jokers like 120 proof by now.
Bro, you eat that peach, it has done.
120.
Hey, but also going back, because many people don't have the means for the certain buckets too. You could also go to Home Depot.
Yeah.
believe it or not, their orange buckets are actually food grade rated.
Yep.
And they seal.
Oh, they got that clip on
And
top.
you know what?
As good as you can.
The bucket is like $5 and the lid is like $2.
But you can also get them from Walmart.
Yes.
Yeah, they got them too. The white ones.
They have the pastry ones.
The pastry bag. You can go back there. So yeah, they sell them for $1 now. They done got
They
used to give them away free.
Yeah, used to get them
They
free.
used to give them away free, but now
They like, ain't no free, boy.
How many gallons is that?
When they see that crate challenge,
It's the same size like that.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Boy, ain't no way.
We done gave it away now, so rush down there and get it done because they're gonna jack up
Because
the price.
leadership been going over extensive.
It's coming
in great detail over the last few months. The famine is coming. The famine has not hit us yet.
Shoot, they got multiple articles in the last couple of this morning when I was looking on the news, at least 3 different articles of how the supply chain is in shambles right now. They said one of the articles said that America now is showing all the signs of dystopian life form, dystopian form, like Mad Max type shit.
Yeah.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.